this is probably one of the worst things I've ever said on this podcast. I get that. I 100%
If anyone would
get
like to apply to become a co-host
Damn.
for the Podracer podcast, I will leave my business details in the description down below.
Wow. That's bad. I got him looking for new co-hosts live on the show.
Welcome back to the Podracer podcast.
I'm Jordyn, and that's Noah.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got a show for y'all tonight. Episode 10.
Dude, this is episode 10.
Episode 10.
10. We're officially double digits, brother.
We're 10. We're 10, son.
We're 10. We're 10 years old. 10 weeks old.
10 weeks old. How about that?
Damn, dude. No, I'm really enjoying the podcast. If you guys are enjoying the podcast, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Let us know in the comments how we're doing. If you're an audio listener,
Hi.
hit the follow on whatever audio platform you're listening to. Leave us a review, rating. We love it. We love all the feedback we've been getting.
We like it. Hell, we love it. So.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Weekly rewind, buddy. Love how we start these episodes. What you got?
It's a little bit of my favorite things to do.
It's nice.
Yeah. Speaking of one of my favorite things to do, I don't know about you. I like me some tattoos. I got plenty of them.
You do.
And I do not have enough, is what I always say. But recently, I got, you can't really see it on here. It's right there. Yeah. It's a little piece that says 13. I got it on for Friday the 13th week. And now it's just about fully healed, and it looks really good, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, love getting tattoos. It was done by
good.
my good friend Taylor. We went to high school with her. Literally just an easy little tattoo. One and done. I was the first one in there in the morning, and I was able to get out of there. And it's my very first leg tattoo. So now I got a lot of real estate on my legs, and now it's time to get them
Just
covered.
open the door.
Yep, the floodgates have been opened. Cannot wait to get them covered. Cannot wait.
I can't wait for you either. No, I love me some tattoos. I haven't had a tattoo in a minute.
Yeah.
The last one was ours.
I know, and I've gotten
back in July.
I've gotten 3 since then. So
that's crazy. Yeah, no. For me, my weekly rewind is definitely gonna be a personal thing. Being in the military kind of sucks. Like being away from people. Like I wish every day we could do this podcast in person, but we'll get there one day. But my mom's actually coming to visit me for Thanksgiving.
Your madre. That's fun.
Yeah, no, I haven't been. I usually come home for Christmas, but I haven't been home for Thanksgiving in so long.
Mm-hmm.
And she was originally gonna come on her October break 'cause she's a teacher.
Yeah.
But I ended up getting hit with like a training I have to go do in Mississippi.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you got hit by a train. I'm like, that's not fun.
No, not a train. No, Thomas the Train did not come for me yet. But
unfortunate. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so I got to go to a training in Mississippi that was in her October break. So it was like, oh shoot, I'm not gonna get to see my mom till Christmas. But she's gonna come up for Thanksgiving with us, which is super exciting because I love Thanksgiving. And I haven't been home for it in years. So having some family here, I think will be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. My mom told me that this week, so that's definitely my highlight of this week.
So you got a couple weeks, months, I guess, to prepare. Are you gonna be you gonna be cooking a turkey this year?
Me? No, I don't cook. I can't cook to save my life.
It's not that hard to cook a turkey, man. It's a challenge. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to cook a turkey.
My wife definitely takes care of me in the sense that she does all the cooking. I do some cooking, like I cook some things, but it's usually like easy things.
Like mac and cheese and popcorn?
I just like, I overthink. Yeah, pretty much.
That's what they're feeding our military. That's what it is.
Brother, just throw a couple hot dogs in the microwave. That's an easy dinner.
Oh my gosh, dinner.
Some frozen French fries in the air fryer. Bang, dude.
I mean, that does hit. Air fryers are God's gift to the world, 100%.
No, our new easy like dinner that I can make easily. They're like these spicy chicken sandwiches, like patties They're just like frozen ones. We pop those in the air fryer.
Yeah.
And then you pop French fries in the air fryer. And then you like whip up a salad mix, and it's like it's one of the best dinners.
It's not really cooking. That's more like putting together something.
Yeah, that's my version of
but
cooking.
I love it.
I mean, I don't cook. It stresses me out.
Anyone can cook, Jordyn. So if that what classifies you to cook, hey, good job, chef.
Yeah, that's me, Chef Jordyn.
Yes, ma'am.
Where was I even going with this? I don't even. I will not be making Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh man.
All right, hot seat. You want to start it off with hot seat?
Let's get it on with some hot seat.
I haven't done this in a minute.
It's been a second. I hope
got some fun questions.
Hopefully you're ready for it. If you'd like me to start, I can, or if you want to go first,
ahead.
you can.
No, you hit me with your questions, and then I'll go after. All right, 5 minutes on the clock. Ready? Shoot.
All right, Jordyn. Unlimited funds. What's your dream vacation?
Unlimited funds. What's my dream vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Is it one destination? Can I go anywhere? It doesn't really matter. Just
dream vacation.
All right. I think what comes to my head right now, it would be a long vacation.
Well, it's unlimited funds, so you're good.
A month vacation, if not more. But one of my dreams is to visit every single Disney park.
That's a good answer.
And so I think what I would do is I would just maybe take a week. It's definitely going to be longer than a month then.
Yeah.
I'd take like a week in each location to, 1, visit the Disney park, and then 2, visit like the area. So obviously like California, I could probably do in a couple days. I've seen that a million times. It's going to be going Disney, going to, maybe I throw in Hollywood Studios type of deal there.
Why not? Let's go see any park that you can. I love that.
Yeah, then you hit your ride over to Florida, and you get Disney World out of the way. They got a million parks there. Might as well hit Hollywood Studios while you're there, too.
Got nothing else to do.
No, and then to go to Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Hong Kong. I can't even think of the other ones, but I know there's more.
That's a good answer.
It'd be super fun, I think, to go see those. And then obviously, like, let me take a week in Paris and explore Paris. Let me take a week in China and explore China. And yeah, I think that'd be a fun, like,
nice
Disneyland park tour. Nice.
All right.
I think that's what I do.
Gotham or Stockton, California?
As like where I would choose to live, or what's okay? Probably Gotham, because I at least have Batman there to kind of like get rid of some of the crime. Yeah. Stockton, you're just kind of screwed.
Stockton, you're screwed.
And for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, just look up, just go ahead and Google the crime rate in Stockton, California.
You don't even need to Google crime rate Stockton. Just search up Stockton, California. You're gonna see it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, that is a 15-minute drive from where Noah and I both grew up. So, yeah, it was a scary time growing up.
Yeah, where Noah still is growing up.
Yeah, that's true.
Desert Island question.
Okay.
If you can only pick one album or one record, which one would it be?
Oh, wow. Okay, here's my thing. I'm not, like, super into music the way most people are. So I think what I'm going to have to go with, what's coming to my brain right now, is Volume 1 of the Guardians of the Galaxy, because it gives me a mix of a lot of good things.
That's a good answer.
And I like the old kind of classic rock type of genre. Like, if you look at my Spotify, most of my music is either, like, mid-2010 pop type thing and the old classic rock, really. So
that's fair.
That's what I'm going to have to go with. I like that album.
Next question. You like jazz?
Of course. What are you talking about? Easy.
Name me a jazz artist right now.
Oh. Is Louis Armstrong jazz?
Yeah. That's fair. I feel like that's a very easy go-to. I would also take in anyone from funk. So a fire just broke out right now on the set. Right now, it is on fire. Shit is breaking loose. All hell is going crazy.
Shit.
First thing you're grabbing.
In my house or in my set?
In your set right now. First thing you're grabbing.
Oh.
Yeah, take a look.
Man.
Take a gander. It's all on fire right now. The longer you look. First thing you're grabbing.
I mean, probably my hidden. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
It's definitely going to be my hidden stash of Fireball on the set. Let me put...
That's gonna go up in flames first, dude. That's probably what's gonna cause the fire.
Yeah, no, that was a joke. Honestly, probably this Iron Man helmet, just because it has a story. I really like collecting all these helmets. Like off to the side over here, I have another set of bookshelves that you guys can't see. No, I really like the helmet collection in Lego. I'm a big Lego fan, so I loved collecting the helmets. And when I started collecting them, the Iron Man helmet and the TIE Fighter pilot were discontinued already. So I didn't have them.
Those are good.
Yeah, and so when Jasenia and I first started dating, I always mentioned the TIE Fighter pilot because Star Wars over Marvel for me. And she got it for me for Christmas.
Clutch.
And so then I was like, shit, I got to start mentioning the Iron Man helmet as much as I did so I can get that one too. Because when they're retired, they're like $200 versus $60 when they were originally out.
Yeah.
So I couldn't convince myself to drop that money. I was like,
but you can convince your wife to do it.
Absolutely. No, but I would drop the Iron Man one. I never got it. So then I finally gave up, and I thought she completely forgot about it, and then she eventually did get it for me. So
nice.
But yeah, since that one's on the set, it would definitely be that one. If I had the TIE Fighter pilot, it would be that one. Another one I really like Luke's lightsaber. It's a fun one.
I'm jealous that I did not cop the Luke's lightsaber. I never found it in stores, so.
I didn't either. I actually got really lucky. I found it on Facebook Marketplace for like dummy cheap. So someone was selling it still in the box. Like the box was damaged, but I mean, I don't give a shit about the box. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I got really lucky with that.
All right, and I guess I might have time for one more question.
Yeah, shoot one more.
Which VeggieTales character do you relate to the most?
Larry.
Larry, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I'm a ditz. Larry.
I stan Larry 1,000%.
There's some days where I'm feeling a little paw grape, but just like moody old grump. But yeah, definitely Larry majority of the time.
That's a lot of us, but I'm glad.
Yeah, everybody's got a little paw grape in them, you know.
I'm glad that we're on the same Larry train here.
Larry for sure.
Very appreciative for that.
Cool. Yeah, no, good questions. I'm going to set another timer for me, and I'm going to give you your questions. Are you ready, Noah?
Shoot.
All right, buddy, your turn. First question for your hot seat.
Oh, boy. 3
toppings on a pizza. You got a standard pizza, the dough, marinara sauce, mozzarella cheese. What are you putting on the pizza?
Okay. So... I'm just going to probably keep it classic. Obviously, you said cheese is on there, so don't got to worry about that.
Nope.
If I could pick my cheese, though, that would be kind of great. Let me get some fresh mozz on there. Let me get some of that.
I said mozzarella.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like some mozzarella, not some garbage one that you get from Target. No.
I got you.
Give me some of that. That's already on there. Throw on some freshly good pepperoni, some hot honey, and some basil leaves.
Ooh.
Yeah. Give me the big basil leaf, too. Slap that on there. That's going to be good.
Dude, I've literally never had honey on pizza before.
Man.
I've never even heard of that. That sounds amazing,
though. It's really good. There was this one pizza place I went to in Denver where their crust is, like, known to be, like, really good because they bake their own bread there. And they recommend that after you get done eating the pizza and you're just at the crust, to put honey on the crust and then eat the crust like that as like a dessert. You do that and it changes your mind. It is like honey on pizza is like now I can't like think of not having honey on pizza because of that.
Yeah. No. I like that. I'm gonna have to try that.
It's an underrated ingredient for pizza for sure, but yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely try that. All right, if you could turn one Pixar movie into a live action, what would it be?
Well, that's kind of terrifying. As much as I would like to say,
imagine it's a really well done, like exactly what you'd want out of a live action. Like it's not the shitty Disney live actions we already have. It'd be a good one.
It'd be a good one.
Which movie would you like to be?
If they can nail the CGI good enough, I would like to see Ratatouille.
Yep, I figured you'd say that.
That'd be really fun and really cool. But then like my second answer would probably be like Cars or something like that. And just
no, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah, I want to see the big eyes on the windshield and everything.
In real life, I don't think you're getting good CGI out of that. I think
you said I get the best CGI on the planet. I'ma say Cars. Boogity boogity boogity. Let's go racing.
Okay. Okay. All right. So last episode we established that I have a shtick. I haven't seen
anything.
A lot of famous, popular, really good TV show movies. Something I need to personally work on. But out of curiosity, what is a TV show and or movie franchise that you have never seen, and it's one of those big ones where it's like, I need to see this?
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Shame.
But I wouldn't say it's up there for me because I don't know. I'm not really into, like, I like the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and stuff like that. But when we get to where it's like all about like political kings, queens, dragons,
this has nothing to do. I mean, it has stuff to do with like who's gonna sit on the throne, but like this story is so good.
That's what I've been told.
You would like it.
I've just never seen it.
I really think you'd like it. Next up, what is your most anticipated movie to come out in 2025?
Talking about last week, I'm really anticipating the Jurassic Park rated R movie that's gonna be coming out. That I'm very excited for a trailer on that.
Scarlett Johansson.
But
dinosaurs rated R. It's gotta be good.
Yeah, like, come on now. But like, I mean, call me a Marvel fanboy, but Fantastic Four has my attention. It has my attention. It is. I don't know why, man. I'm just very excited to see how they do everything, how they do, like in the MCU at least, Marvel's first family, and I don't know, like how they're going to have it look retro, futuristic, but super futuristic, kind of like Meet the Jetsons kind of deal. Or I don't think it's Meet the Jetsons. I think it's just the Jetsons. But anyway, it's going to be very interesting to see how they do that. I'm excited to see how like Pedro Pascal and Ebon Moss and the rest of the gang kind of click and how they really react to one another. It's going to be probably hilarious, but.
No, I think it'll be good. I think it could be bad. Like it could be scary. We haven't really gotten a out of the park Fantastic Four kind of movie yet, so I think it's got the chance. All right, last question, kind of a three-parter. Do you think our podcast is good?
No, I think our podcast is great.
Oh, okay. Well, this was fun then. Episode 10 is where we're gonna leave you.
What? I said no. It's great. What are you talking about?
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Oh my gosh. You think our podcast is good? No, I think it's great.
All right,
we're done. What? We're gonna call it already?
I thought we were.
Oh gosh, son.
I thought we were doing a bit, and I was playing into it. And I just clearly didn't listen to you.
No.
Shit, man. Okay, well, and I'm glad you think it's great. That's good.
Yeah, I listen to it at work all the time. I get friends that like will watch it and like give me feedback. So yeah, I think we're doing great. I think our banter is fun. I think our bits are fun, and I'm excited for like what we do in the future and stuff.
I know we are biased because it's us, and
right.
I like to think that we like each other a little bit. But it makes me feel really good when I hear Jasenia watching it and she's like actually laughing. And I know she's also biased because she is my wife, but like
yeah, but she's not laughing at like what you're saying. She's laughing at probably what I'm saying, right? Like
no, she does. She thinks you're really funny.
Oh, hey,
like
thanks.
Honestly, no, it's a fun thing. I'm excited for us to grind more and grow more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, with that, what is your favorite part about our podcast, and what's something you think we can improve on with our podcast?
Gosh, how much time do we got? Okay, so one thing I think we can improve on is I would like to start having more guests. I feel like
that would be cool.
If we can start getting some guests on the podcast, that'd be a lot of fun. If anyone has any ideas for who should pop in, leave them down below.
Yeah, we need to just start networking and working on our short form content to get out there more. But I definitely think it's a possibility.
I agree.
Someday, so we'll see.
I agree. And I don't know. My favorite thing is, I like when we fight. It just shows.
I love when we fight.
It shows our passion for things, and even though most of the things that you're passionate about are stupid, it's still a fun time. We're not going to start this again.
You want to fight right now? I'll fight you right now.
You will pick a fight with a broom if you want, okay? Because you're going to be like, oh, it said something bad about the Bee Movie, and now I'm going to beat this broom up. Like, Jordyn, it's an inanimate object.
Well, when you say incorrect things, I'm going to call you out on it. So that's just how this goes. Okay? So, glad you love it. I'll keep fighting with you. Good to know. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing. I like picking fights that I know I could win. So I tend to stir the pot a little bit more.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got for you, Hot Seat. That was Hot Seat.
All right, that's Hot Seat. That was pretty hot.
Good shit.
All right, Sutton. We got a fun little segment here. We're doing another fantasy draft, a little snake draft, a little five-fer.
Yeah.
But this time, we are going to be doing the best sounds in Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Now, that counts. If you want to draft that, you can. That's up there.
Did you do music? I did not do music.
Music, no. But if you want to do, like, the best sound is, like, the starting crawl, because that is part of the movie, I will accept it, but I didn't. That's not in my head either.
I didn't want to do music because I feel like that would just like wipe it out of the park. I was going more sound effects.
I agree.
But yeah, and I consider that to be music, so I'm glad that's not on either of our lists.
Okay.
We didn't discuss that either, though, so I'm glad.
Exactly.
I think if I would have picked music or you would have picked music, it would
just be all John Williams for like most of the entire.
That could be another fun draft to do. Is like
John Williams scores.
Yeah.
That would be very tough because he has so many good ones.
Let us know in the comments if you want us to do a John Williams score draft.
Yes, that would be amazing. But it's just the best sounds in Star Wars, so any sound effects that you could think of is on the board and open for drafting. So,
hell yeah.
Jordyn.
Yes.
Shall we lay our fate in the hands of a robot
out,
from Amazon? Should we?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's
All right.
bust out Alexa.
Okay.
I already know.
I will let you call it. Whether.
Okay. I'm gonna go heads today.
Heads. Okay.
You listen to sound effects with your ears. Ears are on your head. I'm going heads.
Okay. Well, tails never fails, and we all know that. So, Alexa, flip a coin.
Okay.
So here she goes. Sponsored by Amazon.
You got tails.
And it's tails.
Dang
it. Never fails.
I'm okay with that.
Thank you, Alexa.
You could go first.
Appreciate you. All right. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. The very first pick of the fantasy draft for best sounds in Star Wars. The University of Noe has selected.
Noe.
I'm going with a seismic charge.
Wow.
Yeah, that's number one. That's number one.
Dang, I was hoping I was going to be able to sneak that in there.
The seismic charge is probably one of the best sounds in Star Wars, where it goes quiet, you see it, and then boom.
Yeah, it gives me chills every single time.
Goated.
Yeah, that's a good one. I thought I was going to be able to sneak that in there.
No, ma'am.
I think I was way too optimistic. I had that as my third pick.
Wow,
so
way too
crazy.
late. Way too late.
I know.
Oh my
I thought I was gonna
gosh.
sneak it in.
That's like drafting Tyreek Hill in your 5th round. Like, that's just not happening.
That's true. Yeah. All right, with my first pick, I am going to go lightsabers. starting them up, closing them, the bang bang, lightsabers.
All
are
lightsabers,
my
even
sound
though that
effects.
there's many lightsabers that
Yeah.
sound different. I feel like that's way too vast.
I'm bundling.
No,
I'm
I
bundling.
wouldn't say bundle. That's really not fair. That's
No?
That's really not fair because
All right,
Vader's
then I
sound is
will go-
different, Luke's is different, Anakin's is different, Mace Windu's is different. Like,
All right, then I'll change it up. I will go just the startup of a lightsaber. Will you give me that?
I would like. I think you should be more specific.
No way you're gonna do this to me on my first pick.
I am gonna do it on your first pick because I think you need to be a little bit more specific here because you can't just go lightsabers. I feel like that is way too broad. I will not.
That is broad. So give me lightsaber startup.
Okay, so if I say any ship in Star Wars, I can do that.
No.
See, that's not that. You have to be more. Like, I can't say like
can
any ship in
specify
Star Wars.
which ship.
If I say ship in Star Wars, because that could count as X-wing, TIE fighter, the Millennium Falcon, everything else. Like that doesn't count because there's different variations for that one sound. You know.
Okay, but the startup of a lightsaber is tweaked minorly.
I mean, I guess Vader's and Luke's are super different. So is like Windu's is
much,
different.
though.
I mean, it's different enough to when it lights up and ignites, you know who it is. I feel like that's enough distinction.
I don't know about that. I might have to quiz you on this.
Okay.
I think the only distinctive lightsaber to me in my brain is Kylo Ren's because he's got the weird
Exactly, and
vibrating with
Kylo's
it.
is even different. So, but that would all count
Yeah,
in your
that's the
startup.
one
That would
different
all
one.
count in your startup, though.
No, I don't think so.
Fine, I'll give you lightsabers then. I will give you lightsabers, but I'll just be very broad with my next one. That's fine.
No. I'll take lightsaber startup, but I don't think that's that broad.
Okay. No, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
You're gonna give me? All right, I'll take lightsabers.
Go ahead.
Lightsaber
Go ahead, then.
sounds. All right, let's hear it. Oh, I have the second
Yeah,
pick,
it's
actually.
a snake
Just
draft
kidding.
dummy. Come on.
My fault. For my second pick, I'm gonna go Darth Vader's breathing.
Okay.
What?
Okay. That's fine.
You don't think that's good?
I mean, it's good.
You don't think that's good? That's classic.
Yeah. Asthma. It's a good one. Good pick.
Everybody knows Vader's breathing.
You picked asthma. That's fun.
Whatever. What's your second pick?
I'm going to go pod racers. All of them.
Okay.
Every single pod racer that there is. All the sounds. Because I don't need to
That's
be
fair.
specific. I could be broad with it. Every single
You know
pod
what? I
race.
had that on my list too.
I know you did.
Okay, if you were specific, whose would you pick? I have one in mind.
So Bulbas.
That's okay. Yeah.
Like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, no. It's good. It's in our intro.
All right. Next in my pick, I'm going to go with the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the sounds of the Falcon.
All right.
I feel like in episode 4, when it's just them approaching Yavin and it's just no music and it's just the sound of the Falcon, like, that's beautiful. It's so good.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good one. Yeah, for my next pick, I'm gonna have to go the TIE Fighter, the little. I can't even do it right, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
All the people out there know the TIE Fighter scream.
Yep.
That was embarrassing, actually. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, no, that was bad. For my fourth pick in this draft, I'm gonna have to go R2D2
Okay.
for him. I'm gonna have to go his little beeps. His scream specifically is iconic.
That's fair. So, for my fourth pick, I'm going to go with hyperspace. The sounds of hyperspace. Jumping into
Good old,
hyperspace,
speed jump.
coming out of it where it's just and it's just them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's also in our intro.
Yeah, exactly. So got the hyperspace
Yeah,
in there.
no. That's good.
Now, for my very last pick, I'm stuck between two that I really, really want to, that I know that you definitely probably won't pick, so that's okay.
Okay.
But for my last one, I will pick Han Solo's blaster. When you hear that, It's not even doing it good. But when you hear it, you know what it is. And there's no other gun that sounds like his. It is classic. It is iconic. And it is just, it has that dog in it. That's a
good one. I'd even let you just take all blasters.
Then I will take all blasters then. I will take any blasters, including the Droideka guns. I'm taking those.
That's fine.
I'm taking all those.
For my last pick, I'm definitely going to go the Tusken Raiders. Love a good old Tusken Raider scream.
Wow. Yes.
Love it. Yeah, that's going to be my final pick.
Wow.
Tusken Raider.
I smoked you on that one.
I don't think
Smoked you on that one.
You got me with the seismic charge, but that's
seismic
about
charges, pod racing, hyperspace, blasters, and the Millennium Falcon.
Over lightsabers, Vader breathing, TIE Fighter, R2-D2, and the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, so you fell off with Tusken Raiders. You just kind of threw away your list on that one. You totally tarnished it. That's unfortunate for you.
What was the other one that I wouldn't have picked?
I was going to pick Obi-Wan and Anakin's Jedi Starfighters from the beginning of Return of the Jedi.
Those are good.
Yeah. Or Revenge of the Sith.
Those are good. Yeah, the other two honorable mentions that you didn't pick that I had was either like a good old Chewbacca scream.
Okay.
Or Utini.
Okay.
Love Utini. That's also in our intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit. Let us know in the comments who you think won. I think it was clearly me, but whatever, Noah.
We all know I'm undefeated with fantasy drafts, but it's okay. You'll get him next time, champ. You'll get him next time. It's okay.
Arguable.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's okay.
All right, buddy. You want to end this episode with a good old MCU TV show ranking?
Let's rank them.
Let's rank them.
Let's rank them. So.
Yeah, in honor of Agatha All Along. By the time this episode's come out, it has already been out. It's still not out with us filming this, so we haven't seen it. We'll review it when the show is finished and its completion. So
yes, ma'am.
Agatha All Along will not be included in this ranking. But in honor of it coming out, hoping that it's good, we're going to rank all the other TV shows.
Yeah. So we have 11 of the MCU shows on here. So, Jordyn, starting from the bottom, going our way to the top. Who is your...
Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
We don't talk about that pedophile. Let's go with number 11. They Not Like Us.
Number 11 for my MCU TV show ranking. I'll just preface this really quick. My first 4 are shows I haven't seen. So these are in order from... I know.
I might have to take a step back for a second because I feel like you're gonna throw something that's so good so low just because you haven't seen it, and it's gonna probably make me angry. So let's I can
100% guarantee you will be pissed off at me for at least one of these.
Okay, let's see it. Let's hear it.
Let's get on it. No, so these, what I was gonna say, these are ranked in the order in which I would want to watch them.
Okay, you're not helping your case here, I don't think. But let's hear number 11.
Number 11 is gonna be Echo. I've heard it's not good.
Okay. That's fair.
So I want to watch it the least. Yeah, I don't even think I literally know anything about it. So other than it wasn't good. So Echo is my number 11.
Okay. My number 11 is Secret Invasion. I feel like this show had a lot of hype with it, especially with good old classic Samuel L. Jackson leading it. Like, how was it not bad?
Nick Fury.
But no, it was just a really bad show. It made no sense. It was very pointless. And I really hope that they kind of come back with it for Secret Wars, because the whole Skrull thing is like a very big deal of Secret Wars. It's... Because right now, the way it's set up, it's not looking good at all. So I think Secret Invasion just came out in one of those times where we were getting a lot of superhero fatigue. So like when we just saw it, we were just so done with it and over it. It was just bad. And yeah, just left a bad taste in my mouth after like you got done watching it and you're like, oh, I feel like this show just accomplished a whole lot of nothing, and what they did set up is not exciting, and it's kind of stupid.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Number 10.
Okay, number 10 for me is going to be She-Hulk. Also haven't seen this. But I've also heard it's pretty bad. From what I've seen of it, I've seen some of the CGI is really bad, which disappoints me because if I remember correctly, I think this had a pretty high budget.
It did. It did have a high budget.
And then, from what I've heard about it, it sounds really cringy. Like, I've heard that there's some sort of twerking scene in it.
Yep.
Which just sounds really odd to me for an MCU project. But, yeah, that's going to be my number 10. Haven't seen it, but don't really care to see it yet. I will eventually watch all these, by the way. But, yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, my number 10 is going to be Echo. I did watch the show all the way through. I did like the very first episode. I thought that was actually pretty good. Only because Daredevil was in it, but I'm biased.
Oh, he is? Freaking spoiler alert.
Who cares? It's been out for so long. Like, you really want me to spoil, like, The Godfather next for you? Come on. Oh, my gosh. Get out of here. So Echo, it was pretty cool. It just was not good. I like Fisk a lot from like the Daredevil show. So him being in this a lot, like just showed a lot of like character growth. And the only thing it did accomplish was set up to what Kingpin is going to be doing next. Maya as a character, I feel like she did a whole, like she was really cool in Hawkeye. And then it just kind of like, I don't know. They like tried to make her character seem a lot more just because she can't do a lot, if that makes sense.
I see.
It's like, oh yeah, you're super powerful and super strong because you have the ancestors, but you know, you're deaf, so obviously you're not like fully capable of everything. It's like, okay, that makes no sense. Okay, that's dumb, but whatever.
Number 9 for me is going to be Secret Invasion. That was another one I haven't seen.
Okay.
But I'm actually really intrigued by the Skrull thing. I have heard that Rhodey is a Skrull. I think he's been a Skrull since after Civil War, if I heard that correctly. I don't know.
Watch the show.
Yeah, I'll watch the show. But like that's really interesting to me. And then Nick Fury obviously is really interesting. Interested to see like what's going on with Shield after Shield kind of disbanded. So I'm intrigued by that one a lot. But I have heard that it wasn't really good. It had like a good start, and then it just kind of went nowhere. If I heard correctly. But that's going to be my number 9 is Secret Invasion.
My number 9 is going to be She-Hulk. Again, Daredevil was in it, and I love that. They even played the Daredevil theme song when they first introduced him, and it was great. But yeah, then there was the rest of the show, and as much as I love Wong being in it, it just was not enough to save it. And hate me if you want for saying this, but I think it just was not a good show. And I feel like them pushing the whole she's stronger than the Hulk because she's a woman deal, I think is very lazy and it's very dumb of a concept. And then the finale was so freaking dumb and it just ruined the whole thing. And I'm glad that's not getting a season 2. It deserved to be cut from Deadpool Wolverine. Like, that show is not good. So
wait, She-Hulk was going to be in Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah, she was going to cameo in Deadpool Wolverine, but her...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, her scene got cut because it didn't make any sense, just like her show.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard good things. Okay. Number 8. Let me hear your number 8, because I think this is where you're going to be pissed at me.
My number 8 is Miss Marvel.
Okay.
I enjoyed Miss Marvel. I think it was really cool to see like a kid from the Bronx that's not Spider-Man, who's like aware of all these like superheroes in like its own world, which kind of hasn't really been talked about that much, and how she would react of like getting her powers and everything like that. And I think like they obviously had to change her powers because in like Kamala's regular powers are very similar to Mr. Fantastic, where it's just like really stretchy arms and stuff. They changed it for the show, and it's like more like cosmic kind of deal, and like that's cool. I kind of like it. I think it serves a purpose very well in the Marvels movie, which obviously you haven't seen. It shows how she can use her powers to like kind of combo with other people's, and it's a good like setup. So I think like her powers are cool in that regard. It was the very first MCU project that dropped the name Mutant. So that's obviously the next saga that we're going to get into after Multiverse Saga. I just think that the writing was dumb, and some of the backstory stuff just dragged out a little too long, and a lot of exposition that just kind of went nowhere, but pretty good.
You might want to sit down for this one.
I'm already sitting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If anybody's listening, watching, you also might want to sit down for this one. This is probably this is actually something I'm really embarrassed about, but I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I have not seen X-Men 97, and therefore it is my number 8. Just because I haven't seen it, I've heard phenomenal things. I know it should be top 3 at least, but I have not seen it. There he goes. I knew he was going to get up. Yeah. No, I know. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. I'm gonna make a promise. By next episode, I will have watched the show to its entirety, and I'll give my review for X-Men 97. We could talk about X-Men 97. No, we can have a whole X-Men 97 segment, but I haven't seen it, and you're not even in frame. You're just walking, pacing back and forth. Hey buddy, how you feeling? What you thinking? You want to quit the podcast with me after that one?
Thinking about it. You know the phrase "surround yourself with good people and good things will happen to you" type thing.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I do.
I think I need to start looking for other co-hosts right now.
Shit.
X-Men 97 at 8.
I know, it's bad. It's bad, I know.
Very bad.
I know.
Very bad.
Listen, I fully acknowledge it's very bad.
Are you telling me that you like Falcon Winter Soldier more than X-Men 97? You are putting
I don't like anything more than this. I haven't seen
over
it.
X-Men 97. You are...
Listen, I haven't seen it, and because I've heard like non-spoiler reviews about how good it is, I watch a lot of nerd podcasts like us. I watch a lot of podcasts that are similar to us. I watch a lot of movie like content creators. I watch a lot of nerds on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all the things. I have heard how good this show is. I have refused to watch any of their spoiler reviews because I want to fully enjoy this show. I understand this is bad. This is probably one of the worst things I've ever said on this podcast. I get that. I 100% get that.
If anyone would like to apply to become a co-host for the Podracer podcast, I will leave my business details in the description down below.
Wow. That's bad. I got him looking for new co-hosts live on the show. That's bad.
All right. So, we're on number 7 now, yeah? Yeah. So my number 7 is going to be Falcon and Winter Soldier. I enjoyed the show a good amount for the most part. Then it got a little too dumb. I really like what they did with U.S. Agent, good old John, whatever his last name is. I like him becoming the new Captain America, and then no one taking him seriously because he's not Steve Rogers. That was such a good thing to do because it just made everyone hate him, and I feel like he did his job perfectly in that role.
He 100%
and then now he's
did.
going to be in Thunderbolts with Bucky, and that's just going to be even worse. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I think it sets up the next phase of the MCU, especially with Sam as Captain America. Super excited, super fun, super interesting to see what they do. I just think that the whole Flag Smashers side plot was very stupid, and I feel like they could have done literally anything else, and it would have been somewhat interesting. Zemo in it was actually kind of cool. He was way more interesting in this show than he was at all in Civil War, so that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, number 7, Falcon Winter Soldier.
Cool. Yeah, no, my number 7 is going to be What If. The first season's fun. I'm not. I think I'm learning. I'm not like a big what if person. I just think like there could be way better what ifs, and they just don't give those to us.
Sure.
Which is my issue with what if. And then to caveat with the things I haven't seen season 2 because of how like season 1 was good. It just wasn't great in my opinion. Like there's some good episodes, some meh. And I've also heard that season 2 is a lot of meh. So that's why that's going to be number 7 for me. I'll eventually get around to watching season 2. Season 1's fun. But yeah, I just don't think I'm a what if person. Like this what if Lego Star Wars one, like it doesn't intrigue me at all.
Rebuild the galaxy, Jordyn. What are you talking about? No, it looks stupid.
No, it looks stupid.
But I do respect it.
You're going to give us Darth Jar Jar for the first time in Lego? Like, I don't want that in Lego.
At least we're getting Jedi Bob. At least we're getting him. So my number 6 is actually What If, for pretty much the same reasons that you said. Season 2 really fell off hard. That's kind of, I think, the main reason why season 3 is going to be the final season of What If.
Oh, they are doing a season 3?
Yeah, it's going to be their final season. And they have a whole bunch of, like, people from, like, the MCU. Like, they got Oscar Isaac. They got Benedict Cumberbatch coming back. They got a whole bunch of other characters.
I do like that they do that when they do these. That's fun.
So, yeah, that like What If, number 6.
Yeah, no, my number 6 is going to be Moon Knight. It had a really interesting... Oh.
Wow, that is low. Wow.
Like, I really like the the personality thing. Like, that's fun. This, like, show just kind of fell off in parts. Like, it had its good moments, and then there were certain moments where I was like, okay, you know?
Wrong.
Could have been better. I do love Oscar Isaac.
Season 2 of Moon Knight, when it eventually comes out, is going to kick so much ass.
I think it has potential. Like, I think it could ramp up for sure. But right now where it's at, it's okay.
Did you watch the same show? I don't think you did. I think you watched like 2 episodes, and then you skimmed to like the last 2, and then you watched that, and didn't watch anything in between. Because the second to last episode is probably one of the best episodes. And it is just so emotionally driven.
It's very good.
It's so good how where you see where he gets that from, like his abuse, and how he works on that. And at the end, where we see his final and last counterpart, which he's been teasing throughout the entire show, where we see Jake Lockley. It's like, bro, come on, dude.
Yeah, I just think it could have been done better. I don't know.
And Harrow as a villain is so good as like a cult leader. Like Ethan Hawke kills it in that role. Khonshu has a great voice. Even with the hippo Tarwedit, like she's amazing. We love her. Oh man, dude. I don't know. I guess I'm just lower on it than most people, but I think it could have been better in my opinion. Cannot wait for you to tell me that Falcon Winter Soldier is better than Moon Knight, but okay. Next, my number 5 is going to be WandaVision. It was the very first show that we got.
Wow, that's low.
Okay. Yeah, you're the one to tell. WandaVision, number 5, great show. Had a lot of great moments. I think the only thing that it could have done better is that there was just a couple plot holes that kind of made no sense and kind of didn't really go anywhere. They just had a little bit of that.
I thought WandaVision was fun.
It was fun. I thought it was really good. But yeah, number 5.
Okay, no, my number 5 is going to be Miss Marvel. I kind of agree with everything you said.
You like Miss Marvel more than Moon Knight? Get out of here!
To be fair, I haven't seen Moon Knight since it came out. Miss Marvel was one I didn't watch and I watched recently, so it's more like a recency bias thing, I guess. When I get through my MCU ranking with my wife, when we get to Moon Knight, maybe it'll go up. So we'll see. Clearly, I got some homework to do when it comes to the MCU TV shows. Miss Marvel, I really like the like family aspect. Like I think they depict a really nice Mexican family. Like I think honestly, I think this show as not a superhero movie would be a lot of fun. Like I really like that family aspect between them all. And Miss Marvel, Mon Villani, I think is the actress's name. I really like her love for Marvel. The way like how she was actually a fan, like when she auditioned and was auditioning because she was a fan. I like that story. I don't think this is a bad show. It's not a great show. It has its moments, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And I haven't actually seen Miss Marvels yet either.
Miss Marvels.
Because
it's just
what is
the
it?
Marvels.
The Marvels. Sorry, I haven't seen the Marvels yet either. But yeah, that's where it's at for me. Number 5.
All right, my number 4 is Hawkeye. God, I love this show. Hawkeye is one of my favorite characters that a lot of people like just don't care about. I think he's one of the most underrated characters that Marvel has done, and I feel like his show is really good, giving him like the really like the parent side that like we got to see more and more of him become, and then like how he was like coping with everything. I think it's finally addressing like his hearing loss, which is a big thing. Getting to introduce lower state or lower level like villains, but on the rise like Kingpin, bringing him in on it. Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for Christmas, so it was a whole like Christmas themed show.
Oh,
and that was great. Rogers the Musical, because of that, like me and my friend Mackenzie, we got to actually see Rogers the Musical in Disneyland, and that was amazing. Yeah, Hawkeye, great show, great times, and it's hilarious too. I think it's so well written, with just so much like heart in it too. Like Hawkeye deserves like his own show, and they delivered with it.
Agreed. For my number 4, I'm gonna go Falcon Winter Soldier here. I know I'm higher on the show than most. I really like Sam's character, and I really like Bucky. And so I like that dynamic. And then, like you said, whatever his name is, who took over Captain America, like he plays that so well. Zemo as a villain is really good. Like I do really like Zemo in this show. And yeah, it's got the side plots, so who cares about it? But I actually really just enjoyed this show overall. And I enjoy the characters, and I'm actually really excited for Captain America Brave New World. I'm excited to see where it goes. So, all right, moving on to number 3. This is where I'm going to go WandaVision.
Okay.
I think WandaVision is really fun. I love Scarlet Witch. I love seeing like all the like different eras. Like I think that's a really fun concept, and before you know that like what's going on, like that she created that world or whatever out of her like depression essentially. Like before you know what's going on, it's a really fun concept. I do think the one flaw in that is they reveal that too early. And then yeah, I love seeing like Vision back. I just think it's a really fun show. And so I personally really enjoy WandaVision. And it's my number 3.
Number 3 for me is going to be Moon Knight. This is probably one of the most interesting shows Marvel has ever done, and I'm going to hold it high because it deserves to be for probably the most deserving show Marvel has done that needs a season 2. This show's classic. Obviously, I ranted enough about Moon Knight. I love this show so much. I think I also love like history, so when they like kind of got to dive deep into like Egyptian history and stuff like that, I thought that was really well done. I think every single aspect of Mark Spector and Steven's character, like they're just so different, but both sides like feeds the story and the character so well. Like they just killed it. And Oscar Isaac also, I think, destroyed it with that that show. Like he just hit every level that he needed to hit. Also, the music was also hilarious in that show. So I always really liked that. And Ethan Hawke, like I'm a huge Ethan Hawke fan. So like when I heard that he was going to be a bad guy in the show, I was like, absolutely, he's going to kill it. And sure enough, he did. And gosh, Moon Knight number 3. Moon Knight number 3.
Yeah, I need to give it a rewatch.
Yeah.
And my opinion might change. But number 2 for me is going to be Hawkeye.
Okay.
I love Hawkeye's character. You know, just actually finally, like, him finally getting his own thing, because obviously we meet him in the Avengers, and he's kind of like pretty much the side character of the 6, because we already know Scarlett Johansson, we already know Natasha Romanoff from the Iron Man movies. You pretty much already know Hulk, even though, like, we don't have Hulk. I mean, we have the Incredible Hulk, but yeah, I really love his character, and I love Christmas. It's such a fun vibe, like, show. Haley Steinfeld is amazing. What? You don't like Haley Steinfeld?
Is her last name Steinfeld?
I think so.
I don't think it is.
What do you think it is?
Is it? Hold on, let me get a double check.
I'm pretty sure it's Haley Steinfeld.
Okay, it is Haley Steinfeld. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, continue.
No, she's a really fun character in this. I hope we get to see more of her. Yelena coming into this, like, I love that. I love the whole, you know, her against Clint deal, like, you know, with Natasha's death, like, her thinking it's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that storyline of this. It's just a super fun show, and I wish this one would get a season 2. I don't think it ever will, but it's high up there for me. I love Hawkeye.
That's your number 2?
That's my number 2.
That's a good number 2. My number 2 is X-Men 97. I feel like, you know, once you watch this show, you are going to feel like an absolute dumb idiot for putting it so super duper low on that list of yours. But it is so well written that has so many of the original voice actors from the old X-Men movie or show that came out back in 97.
Have you seen the 97 one too?
Barely. I've seen glimpses and, like, some stuff like that, but this show does it very well to where you don't really need to have to watch that show to then watch this one. You can just watch this one, and it explains everything perfectly fine to where they're at, and you kind of understand it already.
Yeah, what I've heard is, like, there's one big thing from the old show you need to know, and they explain it, like, right off the bat in episode 1.
And again, when you watch it, you'll understand it. You'll get it. The visuals of this show is incredible for a cartoon. And just what they do in, like, the last, like, couple episodes is just so crazy and wild to see. And it just begs for more. And when season 2 does eventually come out, like, it's going to be gangbusters, which is a good thing. But that being said, Jordyn, it looks like we have the same number 1.
We do. Number 1 is going to be Loki.
Let's just talk about Loki now. Loki's amazing for more than one reason. Man, oh man.
Can I piss you off again?
Let me guess, you haven't seen season 2.
Correct.
Shocker. Gosh.
Correct. But here's the thing. I know.
Sorry, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying that the situation that you're in, it's dumb that you have not seen season 2 yet. Because if you love the show as much as you do, watch season 2, because then you're just going to absolutely love it more. And I know with all the controversy of Jonathan Majors, now when you watch Loki, it might tarnish how you view it. But honestly, got to separate the art from the artist here. Yeah, what Jonathan Majors is inexcusable. Doesn't absolutely changes, like, his character, his own self character, yes, but what he did for He Who Remains, and I feel like that right there, like, is just amazing. I feel like he killed that role, and I know that we're obviously gonna have to get a recast of Kang and everything like that, but I'm very glad that he was able to provide a role of He Who Remains, and then obviously Victor Timely in season 2, which you will see. I think he his range as an actor is insane, and it's just unfortunate that like he had to do what he did, and now like his whole career is over, and it sucks because he was actually a very good actor, and I was very interested in seeing more of him act, but it just opens the door for someone else to come in and probably step up to bat and probably hit a home run. But man, this whole show is a home run. Like Owen Wilson, Tom Hiddleston,
it's a good
show. They're God, their chemistry is just way too good. And then just mix that in with the actress who plays Sylvie in it, and she is just incredible. And even like the side characters, like the ones like the actor who plays Casey, the actress who plays Hunter B-15 in season 2, where you get Ke-Huy Quan as Ouroboros. Like he's like my favorite. Like it gets so good, and like the entire show, you're starting to like figure stuff out, and then it flips it on its head, and then it just drops like such big emotional bombs like throughout the show that as a Marvel fan you appreciate more. And Loki's just a top tier freaking guy, and it's good. It's good. That's all I gotta say. It's so good.
Yeah, no, Loki's good. Actually, where I'm at in my Marvel rewatch with Jasenia right now is we're watching Loki, and I'm just enjoying every second of it. The reason I haven't seen season 2 is because of this rewatch. I've gotten to a point where it was like so much stuff was coming out, and I was already in the middle of my rewatch with my wife, that it was like I might as well just wait till I get to it type of thing, because it was just like too much to catch up on, and I didn't want to like kind of interrupt the flow of it all. Sorry. And then plus I think it'd be fun to like experience it for the first time with her, because she's experiencing most of this for the first time. So that's kind of where I was at with why I haven't seen season 2. But season 1 is incredible. It's well deserved. Loki's an incredible character. Tom Hiddleston does great in this show. We really see another side of Loki, which I love. Like, that's what I've always loved about Loki in the MCU, is every time we see him, we just get more depth to him, and I enjoy that. And then the other side of it, too, is it really, I feel like, just perfectly transitions from the Infinity Saga into the Multiverse Saga. It's like the perfect kind of, like, gap between that, and then I would say as well as Spider-Man and stuff. But it deserves to be number 1, and that's the MCU TV show ranking.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I will have the entirety of X-Men 97 completed before.
You better. That was one oh man, you'll understand.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely talk about it next episode.
I know. There.
I from what I've heard about it, I think it'll be number 1 for me. I think it will.
Yeah, if you like X-Men enough, I think you will then. But it all also depends on if you like live action shows more, if you like animated shows more. Obviously, with the animated shows,
see, I'm a big animated person, which is why I think it'll be up there.
I think it
will
will knock them socks off, Sutton. Trust me.
All right, yeah. So next episode, X-Men 97 review. Let us know what you guys thought of our ranking in the comments.
Yeah, tell Jordyn that her list needs some fix in there.
Yeah, no, I'll do better. Please don't quit the podcast on me.
All right, fine. I'll give you one more chance, okay?
Thank you.
One more, I guess.